All right, welcome back. Let's talk about the World Cup. Few days to the World Cup is hotting up. It's here. It's here. The World Cup trophy is moving around everywhere. But it has made a stop now, Cecilia.
In Russia, right? That's where it is right now. Made a stop in Russia. How many countries has it traveled now? More than 50 countries. The World Cup is kicking off in June.
Yeah.
June the 14th, we know that. And this time around, you have someone who actually, received it, talking about a former Brazilian player. That's Gilberto Silva. Yeah, that's it, unveiling it there. But, the thing is, sometimes you're not just allowed to just touch this. I remember when it came to Nigeria, I was just only asked to take a snapshot with him, with the trophy, and the only person allowed to carry is actually the president. But, since he has won it before, that's why I had the opportunity to actually do this. Traveled across. It's going to tour 24 Russian cities, and so fans will have this opportunity, to see it.
Yeah, it's on us.
Well, the biggest sporting spectacle, biggest mundial. When it came to Nigeria, I caught a glimpse and I was in awe. It's understandable. And when you see the World Cup trophy touring around the world, the branding, the marketing niche and what have you, just boosts the appeal of the World Cup further. And we all can't wait for June 14 to come, for the World Cup to begin, and let's see how teams would fare in the course of the competition.
All right, so we'll see how teams will fare, and hopefully Nigeria does well. It makes it all the more interesting for us here, but then we'll have a job to do. Okay, so let's listen to some reactions from that trophy, the arrival in Russia. Some key people had one or two things to say, just to remind us that it's all on us now, the World Cup in 44 days.
Coming here with the trophy too is something amazing, and having the opportunity to grab the trophy again. What I can wish for the Russians, that they enjoy every moment of the competition. Since Russia was chosen, but enjoy everything, because one day when you remember this moment, it will be a smile on your face.
What a smile. I hope that smile will be for us here in Nigeria.
Not for
the
Russia.
dream is on. The dream is on. Hopefully, who knows? We might win the World Cup. Who knows? I'm just saying.
Yeah,
all right.
We might win the World Cup.
All right.
UEFA Champions League now.
Okay. Kayode, UEFA Champions League. Let's talk about yesterday. Or where do we go first?
Yeah, we'll start from yesterday.
Let's start from yesterday. Let's take a look at the results. Any surprise? I think Bayern were a lot better.
Well, on the balance of play,
really? And that back
over
pass?
2 legs, Bayern were the better team. But if you don't score goals,
that's it.
Easy.
Apparently, well, Real Madrid hung in there by the thread.
Yeah.
Took their chances.
They were ruthless. You must say
right
that.
about now, they are making their third consecutive final. The last time that did it was in 1996 to 98, Juventus, under Marcelo Lippi. They are good value for the victory. And right about now, they're on their way to Kyiv on the 26th of May. I felt somewhat bad for Bayern Munich. The same
self-destruct button.
Exactly. They made a mistake at the Allianz Arena last week. In a similar fashion, Ulrich, the goalkeeper, I just didn't make that clearance. Dilly-dallying.
Someone said...
Even the back pass, fine, didn't make the clearance. What about the back pass? Was it needed? Trying to cross the ball just right inside your 18-yard box.
Benzema or any potent striker who is a
take the chance
in the box will take the chance. They were punished. Thankfully, they came back. James Rodriguez, an on-loan player from Madrid to Bayern Munich, they equalized, and they had 27 minutes because James Rodriguez equalized in the 63rd minute.
Yeah.
They had 27 minutes and added time.
But
they kept pushing. They pushed, and for me, I felt they just had luck, but then they will live to fight another day, and yet again they lost to this same Real Madrid.
But we must say, even though I admit that Real, let me just make this point, Real have been ruthless, they take their chances, they are very, very lucky.
Yeah, luck also played a part. From their game against PSG in the second round, even against Juventus,
the semi-final last season,
luck has played a role, yes, but it just don't depend on luck.
Yes,
you need to give it to the coach as well. And Zinedine Zidane, somehow he has again and again proved critics wrong. Yes, it's 15 points adrift Barcelona in the La Liga. Barcelona already champions in the Spanish league. But in the UEFA Champions League, they are a different team entirely. And they are on course to do it back to back to back.
Okay, I mean, before the game, the fans, you know, usually when you see that kind of crowd, the support that you get, you obviously know that you just have to win. Even if you have to win ugly, you just have to win. And that's what they did. And just take a look at the fans, I mean, just lining up the streets, giving the buzz a huge welcome to the Santiago Bernabeu. This one alone will just tell you, okay, fine, we may not have done anything in the league in Spain, but then we are still the king and the champions of Europe. And you might just see these celebrations after May 26th. Like,
you might just.
Well, you might.
You might. It's
but
possible.
They still have one more order.
Yeah.
Be it AS Roma or Liverpool.
I already know it's going to be Liverpool. But then, Bayern, I mean, I was looking at some statistics, looking at Bayern Munich. 2013-2014 season, they were knocked out by Real Madrid semi-finals. In 2014-2015, Barcelona. 2015-2016, Atletico Madrid. And of course, back-to-back Real Madrid. Is there something with this Spanish team and Bayern Munich? Can they just cross that hurdle?
Well, they will overcome it at some point.
Yeah. When?
But, you know, teams usually have their boogie opponents who get one over them again and again.
But remember,
at some point...
En route winning in 2013, they also defeated Real Madrid.
Exactly, en route winning 2013, and the same is true that they defeated Real Madrid. And it's at some point, they will turn the corner. Yeah. But at the moment, Real Madrid, they have won over the German champions.
Yeah, anybody's boogie.
Okay, we'll see what's going to happen in that one. Toni Kroos, I mean, he actually singled out one person he needed to praise. Everyone has criticized Karim Benzema for his performance, but last night, he was awesome.
Yeah, but not only today. He's always making a lot of work for the team, but today, of course, he played amazing. Not just because of the 2 goals. Also, he helped us a lot. He kept the balls, and no, he played great.
Played very great. You know when he's calling great.
So stop criticizing Karim Benzema. That's a message from Toni Kroos. Let's talk about today quickly. Are we going to see another? Can lightning strike on the same spot twice?
Well, impossible is nothing. The Reds talking about Liverpool, they have to be wary of the comeback capacity of the Romans. Because I'm sure AS Roma would have played back
that second goal.
That clip. That second goal, it was key. Very, very key.
This is 5-2
away goals. And with 3 unreplied goals against Liverpool today,
they'll go through.
They'll definitely go through. So it's not
but Liverpool
impossible.
is not Barcelona.
But exactly, Liverpool, we know they have a high pressing capacity. And if you have the trio of Sadio Mane, Roberto Firmino, and Mohamed Salah, you know your defenders have their work cut out. In their last game, the duo of Florenzi and Kolarov, who were the wing backs, bumped forward a lot and left the 3 defenders at the back at the mercy of those 3 men of Liverpool. But I still think Liverpool, in a way, can just still score a goal or 2. AS Roma would want to hit the ground running with early goals. But can you stop Liverpool from not scoring?
Yeah, those 3 guys
that's the question AS Roma would need to answer. How they can try to fathom the enigma and the likes of Mo Salah, Sadio Mane, and Roberto Firmino will be a key factor tonight in Roma.
Okay, what happens if one of the cog, I mean, Mane, I'm not sure he's going to play, but we'll see. He's traveled with the squad. We'll see if he's going to pass a late fitness. But what if one of those guys don't play? Does it take anything? Is there a cog in their wheel? Because we know those 3 guys are electric when they play together. But if one of them is not playing, are you throwing a Danny Ings? I mean, it looks like it waters it down a little.
Well, it will balance. Danny Ings hasn't done badly in the last 3 games. At least he also got goals for Liverpool. Came on as a sub. Yes, it will water it down. But the capacity that team has, Mo Salah at the moment, if you play him maybe in a 4-4-2 formation to partner Roberto Firmino, they will still be lethal. Because the duo of Florenzi and Kolarov bumped forward, it exposed the wing backs. Because if you saw Mo Salah, he had 2 goals, 2 assists.
Similar
circumstances. They would want to
make use of that.
Cut that wing. And Klopp would just need to come up with a different formation. And if the coaching style of Klopp is anything to go by, you know it will be going all out to attack. And you can't prevent Liverpool from not getting a goal or 2 against AS Roma today. AS Roma, with the soft underbelly of Liverpool, maybe Virgil van Dijk has been able to bring about some solidity to partner there and Lovren, but I would have preferred a Joel Matip.
Yes.
But Matip is out. AS Roma would also want to get a goal because they know once they get 3 unreplied goals, they'll be in the finals. But Liverpool will still get a goal or two today.
And as a neutral, I love to see Liverpool-Real Madrid.
Well, Liverpool-Real Madrid final.
I'm tired of seeing Real Madrid.
Okay, now let's hear from Jurgen Klopp himself what he needs to do to ensure that what happened to Barcelona in Rome doesn't happen to Liverpool.
That's the nature of the game. The game can turn in any minute. So it's all about us to be active, to do what we are good in, and we are difficult to play. There's no perfect plan for it. It's not that you can say you do it exactly like this and it will work 100%. You only can work for probability. Rome was more ready than Barcelona. Barcelona thought probably, we have to ask them, that it's decided. Us, everybody's saying us, or telling us that quite difficult and it's possible. Nobody told Barcelona it's possible to beat you 3-0 or 4-0 or whatever. Nobody told them. So, because nobody could imagine that it can happen, but it happened. So, if a warning was needed, I didn't need a warning, but if the warning was needed, then there's the warning. That we deserve to be here, and if we have the result we need, whatever it will be, we deserve to be in the final. If not, then Rome has a very good campaign as well. If they can get a result which brings them to the final, then they deserve it. That's part of the game. But we are here to fight for our dreams. That's how it is. And we want to go to the final, how you can imagine.
It's all about fighting for your dreams and following it and seeing how you can really achieve it. I love Jurgen Klopp. You know when you know what happened before and you're actually taking lessons from them, you know that you're not going to make the same mistake again. Whatever happens, if they have to play defensively all 90 minutes because they know they have the edge, they can do that.
Well, the ageless adage goes thus, to be forewarned. It's to be forehand. So he knows the potential in terms of the comeback ability of AS Roma. So he's going to be very, very prepared for it. Maybe stop the pressure and eat them against the run of play.
I like that.
Well, we'll see what happens with that one. But can you predict a scoreline? If you can.
That's a fair question.
It's not for me.
Can you... he said something that's very important. He said if they win, then it means they deserve
of course.
to be in the final.
Maybe a 2-1 victory in favor of AS Roma.
Okay, but that won't
be enough to take Liverpool.
That would be enough to take Liverpool.
Okay. But you're not looking at a Liverpool win. Okay.
Well, Liverpool can get a draw. It's not impossible, but they will definitely get a goal or two today.
Okay, 26th May, Liverpool and Real Madrid. That's what he said. That's what I'm saying. But Salah, what role will he play tonight? Let's hear from Jurgen Klopp.
He's matured. He got the confidence here. He came from Chelsea to Florence and played a good season. Not as good as the season at Rome. And then he grew up. He's now the player he is now. And we are the lucky guys who have him now in the team. That's how it is. It's not that I would have explained to him exactly how to score goals. He knew that before already.
Yeah, he's lucky to really have Mo Salah. I mean, he was made before he came to Liverpool, but I think he made him a better player. He's got a special touch for players who've got good flair, the way he was able to turn him around and all that. So he's just lucky to have him.
And nobody's saying Coutinho anymore.
Well, Coutinho is in the past, even though he just won the Spanish La Liga with Barcelona. But Mo Salah winning awards here and there, and how he's been able to be turned around magically. Recall, even with Chelsea and AS Roma, he was just in and among the players. Yeah. But now he is the special player. Last season, Romano was the big deal for Liverpool. But
even at the beginning of this season, but injuries and a lot.
He has failed in comparison with the Egyptian. The Egyptian is the go-to man.
He's the main draw. He is the side attraction.
You see where he is right
the
now.
Main draw.
They say he has displaced Neymar, so you just have
Cristiano
Ronaldo, Messi, and Salah.
You have to say Salah.
And if he does well at the World Cup, talking about Mo Salah.
Ballon d'Or. Go for a break now. We'll come back. We'll look at the papers.